Once upon a time, in a not-so-peaceful village, there lived a hard-working farmer named Amechi and his loving wife Nkechi. They were blessed with twin girls, Amara and Adama. From the moment they entered the world, it was clear that they were destined to be different. As the girls grew, Amara displayed all the qualities associated with femininity. She loved dressing up in beautiful dresses, adorning herself with delicate jewelry, and experimenting with various hairstyles. On the other hand, Adama possessed incredible strength and an adventurous spirit. She had a natural affinity for hunting. Her strength and competitive spirit shone through, often leaving her muddy and covered in scratches from exploring the wild outdoors. With time, Adama's true nature began to emerge. She found herself drawn to the boys of the village, fascinated by their tales of adventure and yearning to join them in their warrior training. Unfortunately, women were not allowed to fight in their community, so Adama's presence during the training sessions was not welcomed. On the third, Adama devised a plan. She decided to disguise herself as a boy, adopting the name Adamma, and joined the boys during training sessions. She trained vigorously with the other boys during the day, and at night, under the cover of darkness, she would steal away to a hidden spot in the forest to continue her secret training. Months turned into years, and Adama's skill as a warrior grew exponentially. Her agility, strength, and tactical brilliance made her stand out among the boys. Unknown to them, their most skilled warrior was in fact a girl. Adama's fervent desire to prove her worth knew no bounds. One fateful day, as Adama sparred with her peers, displaying remarkable technique and precision, the truth was inevitably revealed. The boys' shock and disbelief echoed through the training grounds. The village soon buzzed with gossip and chatter about Adama's hidden identity. News of Adama's skill and accomplishments reached the king's ears, piquing his curiosity. Intrigued by the idea of a formidable female warrior, the king summoned Adama to the palace. Though hesitant, Adama stood proudly before the king, revealing her true identity as Adama, daughter of Amechi and Nkechi. The king, impressed by her exceptional skills and loyalty, permitted her to remain and bestowed upon her the title of head of the warrior clan. But this decision did not sit well with her parents, and especially Ikemba, who used to hold that position. Amechi, driven by anger and disappointment, constantly compared Adama to her twin sister Amara. Amara, being more traditional in her pursuits, was receiving attention from wealthy suitors. Their parents frequently attempted to force Adama into arranged marriages, hoping for similar fortunes. When these efforts failed, their disappointment turned into anger and they disowned her. Left with no choice, Adama retreated to the forest where she lived in solitude. It was there that she overheard a sinister plot. A group of disgruntled elders, hungry for power and control, planned to overthrow the king. Knowing she could not let this injustice prevail, Adama summoned her courage and unveiled the treacherous conspiracy to the king. Grateful for her unwavering dedication, the king immediately took action. The conspirators were swiftly captured and imprisoned, their dreams of usurping the throne dashed. Adama's trustworthiness and commitment did not go unnoticed. The impressed king recognized Adama's exceptional qualities and entrusted her with the responsibility of managing the palace affairs. This further fueled Ikemba's resentment and displeasure, as the position he once held were now occupied by Adama. But the king's decision was final, and Adama continued to serve with unwavering dedication. Adama's position as the king's favorite grew even stronger, and eventually the king appointed her as his heir. The king confided in Adama, revealing that he had lost his beloved wife and son during a devastating attack on the village many years ago. With great sorrow, he admitted that he had been unable to father another child, and it was up to him to select an heir who would protect the kingdom after his passing. However, Ikemba and a group of jealous warriors conspired against Adamma, framing her for treason and collaboration with the enemies of the kingdom. The false accusations cast a dark cloud over Adamma's reputation, and the king, filled with sorrow and a sense of duty, was ultimately convinced to banish her from the kingdom. Adamma was driven out, branded an outcast, and given a terrifying ultimatum. Death awaited her if she ever returned. With a heavy heart, Adamma ventured into the treacherous evil forest, an unforgiving place where danger lurked at every turn. She faced countless trials, battling ferocious creatures, enduring illness from harsh weathers, and surviving painful loneliness. But Adamma's spirit remained unyielding. The spirits of the forest became her companion. They recognized her courage and loyalty to her kingdom. They became her mentors, teaching her invaluable skills to heal with the forest herbs and bestowing upon her the gifts of foresight. Under their watchful guidance, Adamma warrior's prowess flourished, making her an even more formidable force. One fateful day, while exploring the depths of the forest, Adamma stumbled upon an injured man. With her newfound abilities, she tended to his wounds, unaware that he suffered a memory loss due to the trauma he had endured. They spent a total of 3 months together, and in those 3 months, their souls intertwined in a tender embrace of love. They fell deeply in love and found solace in each other's company. Soon, Prince Chukwudi, as he discovered his name through scattered memories, confessed his true identity to Adamma. "I am Prince Chukwudi of the neighboring kingdom," he revealed with a mix of excitement and apprehension. "My village was attacked and I sustained this injury while trying to defend my people." Regretfully, Prince Chukwudi confessed that he could not remain by Adamma's side when his own kingdom was embroiled in turmoil and strife. He promised to return once the raging war had ceased. Adamma's heart sobbed with compassion as she listened to his story. She understood his duty and the weight of responsibility upon his shoulders, but she could not bear the thought of being separated from the man who had captured her heart. "I want to go with you," she pleaded, her eyes swelling with tears. "Together we can face any danger that comes our way." Prince Chukwudi shook his head in disagreement. "I cannot possibly allow the woman I love to go into the battlefield with me. Stay here and wait. I'll come back for you, I promise." Determined to protect him, Adamma secretly followed him, her steps carrying her into the heart of the impending storm. When Prince Chukwudi realized Adamma had followed him, it was too late. They had already entered the village. To the prince's surprise, Adamma's true strength revealed itself as she fearlessly fought, filling the warriors around her with newfound courage. With her unmatched skills and resolve, they emerged victorious from the peril that threatened to engulf them. Adamma's presence and strategic prowess turned the tides of battle, leading the prince's army to triumph against all odds. Recognizing Adamma's exceptional leadership and the instrumental role she played in securing their victory, King Dozie, Prince Chukwudi's father, offered her the position of commander in his own elite warriors. Adamma's skill and the respect she gathered from her own people reflected the embodiment of a true leader. To add to the celebration, Prince Chukwudi introduced Adamma as the woman he wants to marry. Joyous celebration filled the air as Chukwudi and Adamma were joined together. They lived together in peace and happiness, and slowly Adamma began to forget about her own people. One night, Adamma awoke from a troubled dream, consumed by images of her family and the king of her own kingdom pleading for help. She was reminded of the things they had put her through, and she hardened her heart. She had vowed not to return, and that was what she was going to do. But the dreams persisted to the point that she lacked sleep, and this caught the attention of her husband. "My dear wife, what worries you?" he asked. Adama opened up to him and told him of the dreams she had been having and the deep conflict she felt. She knew in her heart that she couldn't abandon her people any longer, but her anger and feelings of abandonment made it difficult to muster the courage to act. Prince Chukwudi, ever loving and understanding, pleaded with her to forgive and give her kingdom another chance. With Prince Chukwudi's unwavering support, Adama made the decision to set aside her anger and answer the call for help. She mobilized a group of skilled warriors, and together they embarked on a journey back to the kingdom. Upon their arrival, Adama was met with a devastating sight. Her people had been oppressed and reduced to mere prisoners in their own land for almost 2 years. The rival kingdom had taken advantage of the chaos following her banishment and had seized control. Adama's heart broke at the sight of her once vibrant and proud kingdom brought to its knees. Determined to restore her people's freedom and power, Adama utilized her newfound skills and the loyalty of her warriors. With utmost stealth, they worked together to neutralize the enemy's hold on the kingdom. They disguised themselves as slaves and began to target the strong forces of the enemy army. Slowly but surely, Adama's forces regained strength and unleashed a fierce resistance against the oppressors. As the battle raged on, it became apparent that someone from within her own kingdom had betrayed them. The enemies seemed to understand their formation and tactics, something only members of the clan knew. Adama, using what she learned from the spirits, was able to conquer the enemies. The warrior later confessed that it was none other than Ikemba who had colluded with the rival kingdom in exchange for personal gain. He had not only divulged information that led to the fall of the kingdom, but had also framed Adama, ensuring her exile. In a bid to uphold justice, Ikemba faced the consequences of his treachery. He was brought forward and sentenced to the ultimate punishment. He was beheaded. The people, overwhelmed with remorse, offered their sincere apologies to Adama for the pain and suffering they had caused her. Deeply remorseful for their past actions, Amechi and Nkechi approached Adama with sorrowful expressions and humbled hearts. They confessed their guilt and acknowledged the grave mistake they had made by failing to recognize the gift that Adama truly was. With tears streaming down their faces, they pled for Adama's forgiveness. They spoke of their newfound understanding, emphasizing the immense love and pride they now felt. They admitted that her banishment had been a terrible mistake, fueled by their own misguided fears and desires for power. The king also apologized, realizing that Adama's sacrifices for the kingdom was enough to debunk any rumor of treason. He asked her to return to the kingdom and take over as its ruler. Adama, though moved by their apologies, understood that she had grown and matured during her time away. She realized the power of forgiveness and the need to move forward. While she accepted their sincere apologies, she knew that she could not return to her former role as the ruler of her kingdom. With a heavy heart, Adama declined the offer to reclaim her throne. She explained to her parents and her people that she had committed her life to Prince Chukwudi and now had duties and responsibilities as princess of his kingdom. However, she assured them that she would continue to support and uplift her people in any way that she could. An agreement was reached among the two kingdoms. The kingdoms were merged and Prince Chukwudi and Adama became the new rulers, ensuring a united and prosperous nation. Adama's wisdom, compassion and leadership, combined with Chukwudi's strength and diplomacy, brought about a golden era of peace and harmony.